This is the last one.
Roll your roll. I sacrifice for you.
Thank you. I'm working. I'm a working woman.
True. Here to help.
Grace, you might not see it now, but there will be a day when you wish to reconcile with your mom. A lawsuit will only make it more difficult. I don't understand. If your mom and your dad scam you out of $20K or so, there is no relationship until they pay that back. Like, I'm sorry, there's no relationship. And the audacity to scam me out of that money and then request your property back. Bitch, pay me the storage fees. You have 14 days to collect your property. You have 14 days to work this out with me. Otherwise, I am selling or disposing of it all. And you had ample time to figure it out. Technically, marital property is in Ben's possession. He's the only one who you can sue. No, dog. It's marital property. It's both of them. It's both of them. Marital. That's two people. It's in my possession now. It's in my storage unit that I've leased. I'm currently leasing. Who asked you to take over the lease? I freely took over it. I wanted to have that stuff. I thought I could make a profit off of it. I never got around to it, but I'm actually glad I didn't, because now apparently I could be sued for selling property that is marital property. Okay, so I guess I did the right thing. I don't know. It was in his possession? I mean, yeah, until a year and a half ago or so when I took over the lease. Why are you so furious? That was paid by both parents' money? True, actually true. My dad was on the lease, but it was both of their money that he was paying. It was the marital money he was using to pay for it. That's actually true. Be careful revealing to the judge you and your dad's money scheme. It obviously related to the divorce. Judge will knock you down. You look very bad. Of course it's related to the divorce. This whole thing came up because of my mother's activity in the divorce. I was like, oh shit. I've been paying for your marital property? Fuck you, bitch. Pay me for the storage. The fuck? I thought it was my property that I was just taking a big L on, but like, it's yours? Half of this? Both of you? You both have a legal right to this property? Okay, pause. Pay me for the storage then, and come get it. The fuck?
You're in middle school.
If you freely took it over, can it be considered abandoned? You'd have to consult a lawyer or grok. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into that. But I did inform both of my parents. I emailed both of them, like, this is the situation. If you want your stuff, you have until May 1st to work something out with me. Otherwise, I'm leaving myself a month to get rid of it so that I don't get charged by the landlord for my security of leaving stuff there. Suffer. You took over the lease that was paid in advance with both parents' money. I took over the lease once their money ran out, yes. I did not take over it with their payments. I paid from my money. I wrote the checks. I can show the PayPal receipts. I paid it. I have the emails with my landlord. They didn't pay for shit after that point. So when you knew your parents were separated and the divorce was imminent, why did you agree to take over this lease and all his assets and finances? I never took over his assets and finances. I never took over that. This all happened before my parents did this stuff. I'm pretty sure, as far as I remember, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I took over the lease once their lease ran out, before any of the divorce stuff. I'm pretty sure, because there was no thought in my head that either of them thought this was their property when I took it over. I thought essentially they were saying like, look, Grace, we kind of collected all this stuff. My mom never showed any interest in it. She never visited the storage unit. She was living in a house that I believe was being paid for out of their money. She never took anything from the storage unit over to that house. And my dad never really visited it either. I just assumed they were kind of saying like, look, Grace, like this is kind of what we collected. And I was interested and I wanted to sell it and see if I could make a profit off of it. That was what my thinking was at the time. Okay, Grace, why are you so furious at your mom and saying you don't care if the bridge is burned forever with her, but you literally spend 24/7 with your dad still? Because I love my dad and he's my friend and he's helped me through this. And my mom has been cruel and callous and cold and blamed me for her relationship with my father falling apart, which was her fault, and turned my siblings against me and has called the police on me for trying to visit my siblings, and has gone after my dad with everything she has. She's a nasty person. Why would I care? One parent has been nice to me and shown me love and criticism and cared about me. You know, my dad celebrates that I got KCIP. My dad celebrates that I got on Destiny. My dad celebrates my accomplishments. My mom, just on a personal level, has never even once congratulated me for any of my streaming achievements. Not congrats on 5K, not congrats on this many views, not, you know, hey, I'm glad your career is working out for you. Nothing. Shown me nothing but hostility and coldness, frankly. So why would I care? Friend with benefits, you mean? There are many benefits of being friends with my dad. Funny content, cheap employee, guidance, good music taste, good style taste. I mean, there are downsides too. I mean, he's a bit of a yapper, but you know.
Very good for you, right? I've done it a few times. Just fooling around.
One parent has slept with me and one hasn't. I mean, they both slept with me. We've slept, all of us have slept together in all sorts of beds, arrangements, and our family was fucking crazy. My mom shared my bedroom at a certain point. We both slept in the same bed.
I always found the little guys were better.
That was a bad time. I had nightmares. Just curious, what we do with your father once he becomes elderly and can't be in an RV? Yes, it's down the road, but still. I mean, I would assume I would be like 30, 35 at that point. Our career would have matured into something more serious. I don't know what it would be, but I would assume he would have an apartment that he pays for, and maybe we split an apartment. Maybe I stay in the RV and he gets an apartment. I don't really know. I haven't thought it through. It's not true. You stated in video on YouTube that the properties were paid in advance and these leases should be ending this year. Oh my God, dude, maybe you're misinformed. I paid ahead once I took over the lease, yes. I prepaid and now my lease is ending. Before then, my father prepaid using the marital assets and his lease ended like a year and a half ago. I don't understand how that's hard to understand. Splitting an apartment at 35 with daddy. Maybe. How much money did Ben transfer to you when he and Courtney separated? 0. Grace, from the start, your father has woven a narrative that he is afraid of you and that you're a psychopath. Why do you think he's been doing that? I think because I have a lot of bad patterns from the abuse I experienced as a child, and I think he feels bad and he's tried to help me because he was somewhat complicit in that. Like, he at least could have done more theoretically. So I do think he kind of feels like that's his responsibility, and I agree. I mean, up to a certain extent, obviously. I'm 22, I'm an adult, but I was super heavily parentified and like had, you know, various kinds of like OCD and like obvious disorders and bad patterns, and I mean, most of it was emotional, mental abuse, some physical from my mother, but he should have, I think like he couldn't have, but I do think he feels like, you know, people make mistakes, parents abuse children without other parents realizing, without the other parent realizing. There can be covert abuse, but I do think he feels bad that he should have, stood up for me. And I feel bad that I didn't reach out to him, and so we've kind of tried to reconnect, even though my mother tried to really split us apart. So, yeah. So I think the reason why he says he's afraid of me and stuff is because I do have very, very bad patterns that I have accumulated. And some of it's my fault, some of it's like things that I shouldn't have kind of given into, anger, victimhood, anger at God, anger at my father, that kind of thing. But a lot of it is, I mean, he's always told me, like, I think 99% of this isn't your fault, and the 1% is negligible. And I just think it's hard for him when I lash out at him, because I do tend to lash out, because I don't get depressed. I don't turn internal. It's always external. For me, I'm just that kind of person. So when I turn it external, because he's so close to me, he's the person who receives the brunt of it, and it's tough for him. It's tough. I genuinely admit, like, I don't.
So if you just walk up the street, at least one person will see it each time. So that's how you get like
Back.
Oh yeah.
Grace sometimes say it.
How did you survive back then up until now if he didn't give you any money? I was given money by my parents at a certain point. It just wasn't when they separated.
I think that one's fine because it has a.
But it's okay for him to lash out at you. That's okay. I genuinely believe that he's not lashing out. Although I have sort of suspicious tendencies, because I really do think that, it's the Jesse Lee Peterson thing. My mom, when I'm in a sort of stable, clear state of mind, I can kind of say, like, yeah, my mom made me suspicious of my dad, so I'm inclined to think, and especially because my mom was hypercritical of me to a point of being abusive, because she felt like she was being a bad parent, and so she took that out on me and, like, externalized her stuff on me, called me a piece of shit, a liar, an asshole. But that was unfounded, so I do think that I have... my word salad confused me. What was I responding to? Oh, it's okay for him to lash out at you. So I believe it's criticism from him that I take as lashing out, because my experience of criticism is it is a way of lashing out. But I do believe that it's just criticism from him. It's trying to get me back on the right path. And he has molded me into a successful person, so I do appreciate that. I'm a lot different than I was when I was 16. I'm a lot different than I was when I was much younger, but like when I was 16, we started like really reconnecting, and I'm a lot different, and I've matured a lot, and I owe most of that to him. And, I'm grateful. I don't express it a lot, but I am grateful.
Unless you're like unless your teacher allowed you to.
I went to jail for 12 days because I went for a walk with Grace. But it was interesting, but it's tough.
You went to jail?
Ben has never called Grace a piece of shit, a liar, and an asshole ever. Oh, he has called me those things. But it wasn't from a place of just trying to hurt me. It was from a place of trying to correct me. That's the difference. When my mom called me that stuff, she was just lashing out at me. I know she was. But I don't believe it's personal. I don't really think she knows me. I don't really think she's ever cared, so that's what it is. Whatever.
John said it was him. Whatever. I mean, they didn't like sentence me to jail. They just like, oh, I told you not to.
Please go watch this. It will make you happy. Hormax are roasting Ruby, SpaceX, and Ava the G. I can't watch it right now because I'm on my iPad, but I appreciate it.
Oh, it's crazy. They look at you multiple to see if you have.
Ben actually loves Grace and takes care of her. Yes.
It's crazy.
And I get people are going to say, oh, you're brainwashed. Seriously, I've been dealing with that for like,
You're like afraid of something.
2.5 years, 3 years online now. And I really do think it's just daddy issues. I do think a woman should be led by a man. I trust my dad. He's my best guidance.
It wasn't.
So I think I'm overly clingy a bit, but I you know,
The judge told them you gotta go to jail.
I think a lot of people in chat are just saying, oh, you know, you should be your own person. And I am my own person, but like, you shouldn't take guidance from a man. He's leading you down the wrong path. He's evil, blah, blah, blah. It's stupid.
I don't get the point of jail.
Grace, on Sunday you called me a troll when I've only been supportive of Ben and you. I really don't know why, says South to West. I mean, I was pissed off at the time. I don't think you're a troll, but you said something that was vaguely trollish. And I was like, oh, are you just trolling with all this support? I think I was wrong. I apologize.
Jail, you have to exactly what they say. It is a punishment. I had
Grace, have you ever thought of having a husband
slept a lot.
that isn't your dad to lead you, that is a man too? No, I've never considered marriage or a relationship, ever. Actually, thank you for reminding me of that.
Time goes very slow. There's nothing to do. But I had nice too.
Thank you for the response. I enjoy being here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Southwest. I would think I was lashing out. TBH. So, you know, Grace will get married to Tyrone. Yes.
12 days times 24.
Yeah. 289.
Grace, your old VODs that you have now deleted prove this is all cope. I didn't delete anything. I privated stuff because people were mass flagging me. There was a time when you pushed back on him and begged him to let you have your own friends without him inserting it himself and ruining it.
I wasn't there.
I don't remember that.
The day I got
But
there,
if I did say that, yeah, I've been mad at him at times.
counted as
You also said that every time you're with someone who's not him, he manically texts you every 2 minutes and you're tired of it. Yeah, I did say that. I was also angry.
and then they just let me go.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, like, a lot of my streaming is guided by him. Like, you know, he texts me and says, like, okay, I think this would be good to continue going this way. And frankly, that's why I'm a good streamer. Like, I hate to break the kayfabe, but female streamers are generally kind of boring and loopy, Ruby. So I do appreciate that. In the past, I was like, you know, it's like, I was like, can you give me some space? Can you give me some space? But then whenever he did give me space, I would end up kind of saying like, okay, I don't know what to do next. So we've kind of worked out a symbiotic relationship where I still think I'm kind of like pushing him away, but it's kind of like this weird thing. Like, I both want independence and I really want him to like guide me, and I guess I'll just have to work out the dynamic there. I think sometimes I'm ungrateful for his help because he will suggest genuinely funny things that I couldn't come up with. I just think I have to work out this thing. Like, do I want to be,
But I was glad to be out.
like, what level of independence do I want when I'm streaming? We've figured it out relatively well, but there are still dynamics to work out, you know, so I don't know. He's the ideas man. Sometimes I'm like, it's too many ideas, like I can't handle this, like let me just cook it a little bit. And he respects that, but also if I'm just straight up rude and say like don't respond to his ideas, he's like, oh, I thought I was helping you, I thought you wanted this. And that's where a lot of the tension comes. And you know, I think I have some hostility issues, but I'm also like generally, I don't know, loving person. I just have hostility issues. So he's been very understanding about that. He doesn't really take it that seriously if I'm hostile to him. I think you skim over the underlying problem. It's not healthy nor normal for a 22-year-old to spend every waking moment with a parent. I mean, we work together and we live together. I don't have a problem with it. People can say it's unhealthy. I don't really care. I think it's a lot healthier than what most people have going on. I don't know what to say. It's just the way that our lives have worked out. I'm happy with it. I enjoy spending time with him. I'm a clingy person. I don't know what to say. I have attachment issues. The way that woman looked at you on Tuesday, she would love to see you in jail, unfortunately. 100% South to West, 100%. I think it's cool you're incorporating your siblings into the streams. Thank you. Yes. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to have that family, streaming thing. Obviously, it's me and my dad. Why not include my siblings if they're comfortable with it, which Joey is. He has fun doing it. And I pay them for their time. Family streaming is not something I've ever seen. I know people do family YouTube videos, but I've never seen family streaming, so. A little time apart may stop a lot of this conflict. Maybe. It's just, there's a way that we've resolved to work out the conflict. My dad is actually actively trying to help me with like a few of my remaining issues from love like hostility, and kind of, he describes it as I have a certain swing. So like somebody in baseball, whatever, it's this kind of analogy. Like if somebody in baseball has a swing that they use that like is off and twisting their arm, but it gets the job done, the coach will force them to get a different swing, even if it makes their playing worse for a little while. So that's how he describes what he's been doing with me recently, because my swing is kind of to get super wound up about content or my job or life in general, to get hostile towards him, and then to apologize and sob and cry and get drunk and watch a lot of TV with him and just say like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, that's not healthy. You need to not get so wound up. If you get wound up, take your energy out on the people that are causing you these problems or the situations, and then just have healthy time with me. You need to stop turning it into a drama between me and you. We don't actually have all this conflict. You have conflict with other people that you feel more comfortable dealing with me, by pushing me away and then pulling me back in. And it's like, you're just my daughter. We should be friends in a healthy way. Don't do this like internal drama with me. I don't want to do it anymore, which has been quite stressful for me recently, because that's a big change for me. And I understand that's an unhealthy way of dealing with, stress about situations. So I do think he's right, but I also have a hard time dealing with it. So that's partially why I've been so all over the place recently. Okay, lolcow driving, I'm banning you. You're not gonna call me a cunt in my own chat. Go to Ruby, be nasty over there. Bye-bye. Telling his own daughter to rope and telling her how much he despises her literal blood and how half of her is inherently inferior. I mean, if you can't understand a joke, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting texts from Darius.
Had what? Yeah. You never respond. It's very rare.
He wants to be my new daddy. I'll help you, but you have to leave the mentally ill abuser at home. You obviously don't know how to stream. Sorry, Darius. How many viewers do you get? Boots are at $14. Let's go.
I had some crazy students when I was a teacher.
Read it, lol. Okay, so earlier today, he texted me 12:24 p.m. Just had the best idea. No response. Today, 8:38 p.m. Okay, so our stream had 1K plus with chat flying. KCIP would have been 50 plus an hour. Easily. I suggest you stop farming your mentally ill, retarded parents and move on to greater things. You just filmed and embarrassed your mother and then cried for less than 200. I film my daily routine for your peak. Your father has no idea how to get the stream working properly, and neither do you. You obviously need guidance. There's something to think about, or you're gonna be hard stuck. I'll let out a hand like many of other legends are. What? But you gotta leave the mentally ill old abuser at home. And then a new text. I don't want to be your father! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Okay, buddy. I let out a hand like many other legends are. He just texted me. It's so over. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. No. Who's the manic one here, buddy? Text wall, Darius. I don't know what to tell you, Darius. You've been an asshole to me. I don't respect you. This is just manipulation. You suck. Go fuck yourself. I don't want your help. I don't want your money. I don't want anything from you. You fucking suck.
I should be running harder for
Yeah.
like the lower amount of times. It's like when I'm in
Sounds like a job for OPC Don.
I do long,
Legend? Legend? Legend?
so
You're seriously an asshole. You're an asshole. I don't like you. Fuck off.
since I've been starting it, it feels really good just to get
I don't think you want to help me. I frankly think you have good luck with the daily trauma. Good luck.
Feeling you're in good shape.
Okay, stop texting me.
like honestly,
You look like you
I don't like you.
I still do a little bit, but
Rapist dead dad soon.
when I was in 6th grade, I am
Okay.
surprised. I think it started
I was literally just about to say you're obsessed with my dad.
she's like tough.
It's not about me. It's about my dad.
Yeah.
You don't even know who I am. Like, low-key, you don't even know who I am. It's just this, like, alpha male thing you have with my dad. Sorry, he's my dad. I love him. I have a funny dynamic with him, and I enjoy working and living with him. I don't enjoy working with you. I wouldn't enjoy living with you. You suck. You're mentally ill. Gooner. And you're a nasty person, frankly, and you've tried to get me taken off of Kick, and I don't like you. So fuck off. You fucking suck, nigga.
And I have a 2-hour and 30-minute practice at my school, so
I truly dislike you.
it's actually pretty nice because it's basically like
You don't care about me at all,
when it's the winter time.
obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So I figured like that you're going home at 5:30 because it's already dark by 4.
Right.
When I don't give you what you want after your emotional manipulations, you decide to threaten my father, who you know I love.
If it's not
You obviously don't care about me. It's just emotional manipulation tactics. Maybe that works with the BPT girls you usually hang out with, but I'm not that stupid. You're a fucking asshole. And you're such a bad manipulator that you expose your tactics like 2 minutes later. It's not even close. It's not even close. Like, hey, I really do care about you, but if that's your decision, then that's fine by me. It's like, I'm sure your rapist father cares a lot about you. He's gonna be dead soon. Like, you're not even good at this. Stop.
Yeah, so it's just like kind of hurts like a little too much.
We're dropping off my brother.
And when it's like this time of the year, it's still pretty cold. So
Okay, James Berger, you're being nasty. Time to go.
fix that.
I'm not sure what makes you want to just be like super nasty to me, but I don't want you in my chat. Goodbye.
Good for you, though. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I know, but I hate that we have to run a mile outside. I'd rather just run a mile inside. But like,
It's not supposed
the thing that we
it's
don't
not supposed to be manipulation.
actually
It is manipulation. I'll help you, bro. You need help. No thanks. I don't want your help. I don't like you. Oh, fuck you. You fucking get diddled every night, don't you? Like, it's not even close. You obviously don't care about me. You don't want to help me. It's some kind of like complex you have that you're going to save me. And then when I say, no thanks, bro, instead of respecting my decision, you lash out at me. Like, it's not even close. You're not even good at this. How do you manipulate anyone? What are the girls, like 20 IQ that you manipulate? This doesn't even make any sense. It's like saying, how about we hang out? And then somebody's like, no thanks. And then you're like, oh, fuck you, loser, you fat fucking whore. It's like, okay, so you just validated my response of saying I don't want to hang out. You're not even good at manipulation. He's typing right now. I'm blocking you, Darius.
Because it takes about, I think it takes about your footsteps for like
Okay.
a minute, and it like just
Blocked.
starts something with it.
I didn't mean to dox you. I don't think I showed your phone number.
How long did it take for you to run
Don't communicate with me anymore. I don't like you. Go away.
And it would be way easier than having to run a mile.
You've tried to get my kick taken down. You've been vindictive ever since I said I wouldn't sleep with you. Because I don't sleep with grimy little F-boys on the internet. You've been angry ever since then. You've threatened my dad. I don't like you. Fuck off. Never come around again. You're banned from my chat. I blocked you on my Apple Watch. You continue texting me on my phone, and I just blocked you again. Fuck off permanently, Darius. I don't like you. You had some charm, but you've been a nasty person to me. Like, I don't like you. Fuck off. Tried to get my fucking KCIP taken away.
Yeah.
No more narcissistic supply for you. Go somewhere else. I'm not interested. I got a mother to sue. I got parents to sue. I thought he was already blocked. I blocked him on my phone. Apparently it didn't go through on my watch. Apparently it didn't go through my phone. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll allow him to be unblocked, but now he's just doing this obsessive texting thing. No thanks. Darius is the anime protagonist of this storyline. Lock him up and throw away the key. Manipulation legend.
Now you know where you are, right?
Did he really try to take away your KCIP? Ava falsely accused me of doxing her because I said she was at one of the Scientology institutes. That's the one that's on Hollywood Boulevard, which she showed with stars on a stream. Anyways, and he said send me the clip and I'll send it to my kick manager, and you know, obviously implied that he was trying to take away my KCIP. So he doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about my income. He wants me to suffer. He's just doing this weird manipulation thing, and I'm just not interested. So, anyways. I'm at 5%. I'm going to end the stream. That was just my little download, hour and a half. Rewatch it if you want. Join my Discord if you want. Share your thoughts. But this was tough for me, so I'm going to try to... It was tough for me, and I don't care if people call me a bitch for that. Or a baby or whatever, pussy. It's tough for me. I'm glad I made this realization. And, Mom, you have 14 days to respond to me, or else your shit's out the door. I'm either going to make a profit off of it, or... just throw it out, and then I will sue you for storage costs. Anyways, we'll see what happens. But one thing is for sure, neither my mom or my dad are gonna get property out of that unit without paying me for the rent that I've paid for the past year and a half. So, suffer. Adios.